And we are back. We have to meet with Professor Weasley in Hogwarts Legacy. I think she might be showing us the room of requirement.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Oh, yes, I was right. I was so right. The room of requirement.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
I like how some of the professors kind of encourage students to find the room of requirement. You know, if they need time to be alone or work on something by themselves.
This is the room of requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need.
Rebellion.
But you managed to reveal the room on your own.
Confringo!
While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to
The
teach you
vanishing spell.
Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Ooh, okay.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those...
Which one was it? It was this one.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it.
Apologies if you hear my bird in the background.
I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Yikes! Careful!
There it is.
Huh?
Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deek's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that.
Cool.
Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Cool. Whoa. Now this is cool. I like this.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Thank you.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it.
I definitely will.
Now,
I definitely need
I'll
it.
give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Ah.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I do.
See. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed.
Oh.
Quite perceptive. Why
Cool.
don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table.
Oh,
You should
excuse me.
find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Conjuring spell. Okay, so let's take this one and put it here. Oops.
Levioso.
Deek will be here to answer any questions you may
Very
have.
interesting.
Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
The room of requirement. Yeah, Fluxweed stem for this. Durus Potion, Wig and Wild. Okay, that's gonna make that real quick. Let me check on potting. Alright, so that's currently being made.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts
I already
grounds.
have some.
Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested.
Good. Then we may... You can conjure more than potions and herbology.
Herbology.
tables.
Yes, I understand that.
Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Like, what kind of carpeting? Conjure 5 wall decorations and 2 floor decorations. Okay. Why can't I place anything like... Oh. Alright, so I need one more wall portrait. Or something on the wall.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell
Alteration?
will allow you to
Ooh.
customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Alright, alteration.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Oh, okay.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Okay, I think that works. Ugh.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Ooh, where did this go? Whoa. Where? So wait, do I unlock a new room? Like, what is this? Like a study? Wow. Okay.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside this room.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Oh, I will. I like it. Huh. Well, I'm overall impressed. It is my, this done? Oh, it just automatically makes me another one. Okay. So I need to go down this way. So, can I go through? Oh, it's this way. Sorry. Cool. I don't really think I have much left to do. Maybe I might conjure one or two more things, and then I'm gonna move on. Nothing for seasonal decorations then. Okay. Statues. Nothing on statues. Potions. Utility. Yeah, that's the only thing I got for utility. Okay. I think I'm done for now. Oh, I could just exit right from here. Okay. Alright, let's continue on with the story.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Where are the two of you headed? No, don't tell me.
Here we go.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
quite a beautiful room, too.
This looks promising.
Ooh. What? It's like the night sky. Okay, now it changed into water. Wasn't water really before, but okay.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here,
And there's
the
Hogwarts.
Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
There he is.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability.
Yes, I
The
do.
potential and power of which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Yes.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Yes.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Ah, okay.
Shall we have a look?
I think that's the Owlery.
I know that tower. It's not far.
Oh.
You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Indeed. Alright. Yeah. Wow, this is beautiful. Because there's Hogwarts. That looks like the Owlery, but I'm not sure. Alright. I'll see you guys there.
It's time you learned.
Alrighty, I am here.
Over here.
You're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we operate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
I don't think I've unlocked that, have I?
Petrificus Totalis.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchant.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Okay, so just talk to you now.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
Remember what I said.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Okay. Actually, first off, let me change this one. There we go. The first trial. Interesting.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Confringo!
So you just can't see it. Well, that wasn't too bad. What? Ooh. Ouch. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have figured out how to do it. Hold on. Before I do that, though, let me just double check, because I need to see this. Exploded to neutralize or repurpose that magic for your own benefit. Oh, okay. Come on. Whoa, something hit me. What? I don't think I'm getting it. I'm still not getting it. I don't understand. Okay. it needs to be destroyed by being exploded, right? So I'm gonna think here. Yeah, if I had Bombarda, that might fucking do it, but... Oh... Shit. Done. Wow, that was a very interesting boss fight.
What a relief.
Is that it? I think that was it. Whoa.
Revelio. Another pensive.
Rackham. I wonder why memories can also be accessed through tears. I mean, they can be accessed by, just pulling the memory out of the brain like, Dumbledore did, but it's like Snape and Rackham, or maybe other wizards too, you can view things through their tears. Like with Snape, Harry got to find out that Snape wasn't actually evil, he just wanted to protect him.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself.
Mm-hmm.
Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Well, you at least need to comfort him and let him
Every
know that
year,
he's there.
a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
I feel like she might end up turning evil.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did.
Yes.
I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I accidentally muted all the audio.
Before you go,
Professor?
have you
I went the wrong way.
encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, fall time. Ooh. So we are going through seasonal changes. I wonder what
Welcome,
beast we'll be
everyone.
facing.
I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly.
Of course.
They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly.
Yeah.
Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Aww.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here.
Did
You can practice on Gerald.
they like lick the inside of her mouth?
You can use my brush.
Gerald.
Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
Ah. Oh, that's cool.
I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think.
He's very happy with it, though.
I can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
The Neasels. What the heck are those things? Look like cats. Or some sort of cat mixture with a dog.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Stupid thing.
He's gonna bite you.
What are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Uh-oh.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Ah, look at that big cat. Your big cat.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Sure.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Exhilarating.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Cool.
Psst, psst. Over here.
How do I,
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
how do I
As said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
how do I switch back to, normal spells?
Stand back.
Hippogriff? Oh my god. Oh my god, a hippogriff.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Oh, she is.
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach
Make sure to bow, yes, I know. Oh, good.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful creatures. I think besides dragons, I think they're my favorite
What
creature
did you think of Highwing?
in
I thought she was
the Harry
brilliant.
Potter Wizarding World.
Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Of course. Well, I think that is going to be all for the game. Today, at least. So if you enjoyed, I hope you give me a like button, hit, and you subscribe. And one last thing, you check out the rest of the series, or maybe any videos you may have missed from earlier in the series. And thank you for watching. So have an excellent day. Goodbye.